Thank you, Lee. What an action-packed main event for some riders, but for Benny Blas, not much. You got out front early, checked out, took care of business, and other than some lap traffic that was kind of coming into play there near the end, smooth sailing for you. Congrats.
Thank you. I was sweating like pretty bad on the last lap. I think I ran my fastest lap on the last lap. Coming to the last corner, and Vince is just sitting there waiting for me to clean me out. Should have known it was going to happen, but yeah, pretty pumped with it. Feel bad because I completely ruined Marvin's race.
Overall, I think the fans enjoyed it, but I don't think Marvin's going to be happy when I talk to him here in a moment.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to be pumped, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Esports is pretty serious stuff, so I've never got a win on Supercross in my life. Obviously, the game I have, but, man, it feels good.
Well, congratulations. It was a big victory. Go back and celebrate. Brandon Hartraff, fellow KTM rider, won the 250 class, so KTM took care of business today, and I'm sure they're very proud of you. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
And finishing in second in the 450 main, Austin Pollitt. Austin, you spent a lot of that main event alone, kind of doing your own thing, but it had to have felt good looking back and seeing Plessinger, Cianciarulo, Musquin. These are factory guys, and straight up, you put a whooping on them.
Yeah, it was fun for sure. I don't normally beat those dudes, so hey, it's a video game, but still got a podium, pretty pumped. I've been playing a lot with my buddy Josh Hill, so we've been training, and no, it was a blast. Hopefully continue to do these before we get back to road racing.
So you and Hill practice, work together, and both got on the podium?
Yeah, we both podium. We play quite a bit, or recently have been. No, it's fun. I love doing this, and we play all week pretty much, slam each other.
Well, good job on the prep, and good job at that main event, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, hey, we're going to move on to third. Okay, guys, you ready?
Which Adam is third?
Oh! It's Adam Entignap who gets the podium after a dirty move on AC. Adam, just take us through that last lap. What was on your mind? I mean, were you just looking for a place to smash him? If that was the strategy, it worked well.
Well, you know, it all started out. I had a pretty big gap. AC was in front of me. Things were getting intense. I knew I had to lay the lap of my life down. I just kind of, you know, I got in my great white shark mode and I just hunted this bull. And he was just, I seen bluefin tuna. I seen him. I wanted him. And I knew what happened at Anaheim at this track. And I just kind of tried to replicate it the best I could because I know he had that in the back of his mind. And I got the job done. I put HEP Suzuki on the podium and, you know, living the dream of being able to stuff AC. I'm pretty stoked on it.
Oh, we'll go to Adam Cianciarulo. Now, Adam, you had third in the bag and just – I mean, I don't want to be offensive, but I'll just say it, dude. You choked pretty hard on the last lap.
You know, I see where you're coming from, Daniel. I look at it from a different perspective. I really didn't choke. I bet if you look at my last lap time, or at least my first couple split times, they were pretty similar. I feel I'm just a mediocre rider at this point in my career. And, yeah, I mean, I let it slip away. 2 corners to go there. It's no secret. RJ Hampshire, he put me on my ass there a couple years ago, and Deuce did the same. And it's tough to take, absolutely. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. I've already called my team manager, called my suspension tech. I need a little bit more bite off the middle of the corner. So I was trying to cut down. It just didn't work. And I don't know if it's a tire spec or maybe it's just rider error. But we're going to go back to the drawing board, and, yeah, we're going to see if we can get Deuce back.
I'm glad you threw in rider error because it sounded like you were going with the typical rider response where you blame your bike. That's what it sounded like you were going to, but I'm glad you owned up to it because it was your mistake. Moving on to 5th place, Marvin Musquin. Look, I felt like early in the race you put yourself in a good spot, and then I don't know if you were just being polite. I don't know what the strategy was, but you kind of let up. And Benny Blas made you pay for it. I can't imagine you're happy about it.
Yeah, dude, I had a decent start. I was in the pack battling, and I got through those guys, and I was leading, and I was like, what's happening right now? Am I too good or what? And I was leading that first lap, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to, you know, take easy a little bit. I went around that tunnel, and I didn't see him coming, and dude, he cleaned me out. I went
you know, the double that goes over the start, I went like completely off the track. So I didn't see that coming, but that's racing. You know, he was the strongest guy tonight, and he deserved that win. He was strong, but after that, I try to put on some good laps. I was battling with AP, and then I was trying to catch Seven Juice and Adam AC, but they were like very consistent. And I was just by myself the whole moto, and man, that was a long moto. I mean, my hands were sweating, but I was pretty consistent. So I'm pretty happy with my effort, and I got top 5, and I'm happy because I got interviewed. So it's awesome.
And guys, I just want to say thanks again for coming on and racing. It's good to see you back on the track one way or the other. And again, thank you guys so much.